If you're looking at Tennessee real estate right now, especially in Chattanooga and Cleveland, you need to pay close attention here. We're not just talking about rising prices, we're talking about a fundamental shift in affordability that could really impact your future. Today, I'm going to reveal what's really happening in our southeastern Tennessee housing market. Specifically, we're going to look at factors that are driving these changes, compare price increases across key Tennessee cities, and uncover how wage growth is or is not keeping pace. Now, by the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of the current Chattanooga, Tennessee real estate landscape, the ability to spot undervalued areas using investor-driven strategies, and the knowledge to make informed decisions about buying in this dynamic market. And later in this video, I'll show you how to identify amazing opportunities in areas that are really poised for growth, where you can still find affordable options and potentially build some significant equity. You're not gonna wanna miss this. Tennessee housing has long been known for its affordability, especially when compared to states like California, Florida, and parts of the Northeast. But that's changing fast. Let's look at the data. According to the Federal Housing Finance Agency, Tennessee's home prices have seen significant fluctuations over the past 3 years. Specifically, we've seen changes in some key metro areas. Let's take a look at a chart showing the seasonally adjusted housing price index increase from Q1 of 2021 to Q4 of 2024 for several Tennessee cities. As you can see, Nashville has had an increase of 41.88 on the index. Chattanooga now has seen an increase of 56.72, and Knoxville an increase of 62.12, and Cleveland is going to be snuck right in there in the middle of 57.44 for an increase on that index. And it's not just about the big cities. Even smaller towns and rural areas are feeling this impact. Now, this is going to be driven by several factors, like population growth, a booming economy, and a serious supply and demand imbalance. We're seeing cities like Ottawa and Appleton work hard to build new housing developments, and in Cleveland, we've seen housing permit values hit an all-time high in 2024. But even with that new supply that's hitting the market, prices are still going up. Let's break down why this might be happening. First is simply population growth. Tennessee is attracting people from all over the country. Data from the U.S. Census Bureau shows a significant in-migration, particularly from higher-cost states like Florida, California, Texas, and our neighbors right to the south in Georgia. And according to the U.S. Census Bureau population estimates, Tennessee has seen the 7th largest increase in population in the whole country between the spring of 2020 and the summer of 2024. Now, this is something that we all learned as we were growing up, that the less that there is of something, the more that people are willing to pay for that. Hey, I'm Chris Roberts, your experienced licensed real estate agent right here in the Chattanooga region, serving areas from Georgia all the way up to Cleveland, Tennessee. Now, I understand that buying or selling a home is a significant decision, and I am here to help guide you every step of the way on your timeline. So whether you're considering a move in the coming weeks or months, let's have a conversation about your goal. You can connect with me through the link that's right below, or feel free to call or text me from the number that you'll see right here on the screen. And you can even just send me an email today. Second is going to be the economy. Tennessee's job market really is thriving, with growth in sectors like healthcare, technology, manufacturing, and logistics. This economic boom is driving the demand for housing. And while Tennessee's housing market has seen significant appreciation, particularly in the sought-after areas, opportunities for affordable homeownership still exist. The state's diverse economy and ongoing development are creating new pockets of potential. So with careful research and a strategic approach like working with this guy, we can discover emerging neighborhoods and up-and-coming communities where prices remain relatively accessible. And Tennessee's commitment to attracting new industries and fostering job growth is expected to contribute to future wage increase, which will gradually improve affordability. By focusing on a long-term investment and exploring various housing options, buyers can still find an incredible home in a thriving state like Tennessee. It's all about managing those expectations and remembering that it's okay to not immediately move into your dream home first. Trust me, the hardest challenge that I've fought my entire life is seeing that end goal, but not being able to see the steps that are in between to get there. In southeastern Tennessee, we are a region that's rich in natural beauty and economic potential. And the key to attainable housing lies in exploring the broader market. While metropolitan areas may present challenges, the surrounding communities and developing suburbs like Rossville, Ringgold, Fort Oglethorpe in Georgia, and even Cleveland and Athens in Tennessee are going to offer attractive alternatives. The region's expanding job market, driven by growth from companies like Erlanger and CHI Memorial and Amazon and Volkswagen, provides a foundation for future financial stability. Also, we have some great local initiatives that are aimed at promoting affordable housing and supporting first-time buyers by creating pathways to homeownership from organizations like the Chattanooga Neighborhood Enterprise. Want to learn a little bit more about them? Go ahead and click this video right up here. And by working together and leveraging all of the available resources, we can navigate the market effectively and secure a home that aligns with your budget and your aspirations. So third, we're going to have supply. Now, we are facing a serious housing shortage with all the people moving in that I talked about earlier. Builders are struggling to keep up with demand, and this is pushing prices even higher. In January of 2021, our MLS had a median sold price of $235,000. Now, by January of 2025, that median sold price was up to $330,000. It's not just about the purchase price, though. We also need to consider the overall cost of homeownership. Things like property taxes, insurance, mortgage interest rates, they're all on the rise. According to the Sycamore Institute, home values are rising faster than incomes are, and interest rates are a major factor. As the Federal Reserve raises rates to combat inflation, monthly mortgage payments are becoming a little bit more challenging to afford. And this is a critical point to consider if you're thinking about buying. The question I get asked all of the time is, when are interest rates going to go back down? It's going to take a pretty catastrophic event like we saw in 2020 to drive that overnight borrowing rate down to zero again where it was during the pandemic. And remember, mortgage rates aren't as closely tied to the Fed funds rate as most people tend to think. They're much more closely tied to the 10-year Treasury bond rates, so that's going to be one that you'll want to pay closer attention to. All right, the big question is, should you buy now? I am almost always going to say that the best time to buy a house was 5 years ago. So yes, I'm going to say right now is a great time to buy. If you are looking in a high demand area like Nashville or Franklin, prices are likely to keep rising. But you know what? There are still great pockets of affordability in other parts of the state like Cleveland and Athens right here in southeastern Tennessee. So go ahead and fill out that form below in the description and let's hop on a call together to talk about what areas are up and coming for you to look into. And if you're finding this video valuable, go ahead and click that like button for me. If you can afford it, locking in a fixed rate mortgage right now could save you money in the long run. Interest rates are expected to remain pretty volatile, so securing a low interest rate right now is crucial. Now, for that tidbit about how to find some undervalued areas that I promised earlier, now, do you want to find places where you can get in before prices really take off? Here's a strategy that investors often use, and you can too. Start by looking for neighborhoods where you see a lot of renovation activity. Go ahead and drive around the area, look online at listings, and pay attention to where homes are being fixed up, because this is a sign that investors see a potential for growth. Now, here's the key. you want to expand your search outwards from those renovation hotspots. As prices rise in these newly renovated areas, investors naturally start to look for the next affordable opportunity, which is always going to be just a little further out. These surrounding neighborhoods often offer similar potential, but at a lower entry price. You might find that older homes need a little bit of TLC, but that also means that you have room to build some equity as that area improves. Think of it like ripples in a pond, where the stone drops right in the middle and those ripples in the water spread outwards. Renovations are like that stone, and the appreciation are the ripples in the water that follow. So let's get out there, explore, and look for some of these areas that are right on the edge of the renovation wave. We might just find that truly affordable opportunity for you. And if you're serious about buying a house in Tennessee, let's do our homework together and act quickly, because the market does move fast when houses are priced appropriately. So what's the biggest factor influencing your decision today? Is it affordability, job opportunities in the area, or is it something else entirely? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to find out. And look, to make the most informed decision about your future here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, your education does not stop here. Go ahead and check out this playlist right here for even more essential information, and remember to subscribe so that you can make sure to be up to date on everything about life in Chattanooga.